Hello and welcome to the AI Research Roundup. I'm your host, Alex. Today is May 2nd, 2025. Alright, we're looking at an interesting ICLR conference paper published just over 3 months ago, back in January. It's called Spider 2.0, Evaluating Language Models on Real-World Enterprise Text-to-SQL Workflows. So, this paper introduces a new benchmark, Spider 2.0, designed to test language models on complex, real-world enterprise text-to-SQL tasks, involving diverse databases and multiple queries. Building on that, this diagram really paints a picture of the complexity we're talking about. You see a natural language query, like needing a sales report, which then requires the language model to navigate this whole enterprise workflow environment. We've got diverse database systems, huge schemas, documentation, even project code bases, all leading to potentially very long, complex SQL queries. It really highlights the real-world challenge that Spider 2.0 captures, unlike earlier benchmarks. Okay, so this figure really clarifies the two evaluation settings offered. The top part shows a more traditional approach. Spider 2.0 Light and Snow, where a parser takes a question and uses just the database schema to output SQL. But the bottom part, that's the full agentic Spider 2.0 setting. Here, an LM agent interacts dynamically with the codebase, documents, database, even gets feedback, reflecting that complex enterprise workflow we saw before. Okay, this table then really quantifies the leap in complexity. It compares Spider 2.0, including the Light and Snow versions, against older benchmarks like Spider 1.0 and Bird. Look at the average columns per database, or the tokens per SQL query. They're dramatically higher for Spider 2.0. Plus, it incorporates external knowledge, different SQL dialects, and even project-level context, things mostly absent before. This really underscores that enterprise realism. Alright, moving to the actual performance results. This table shows the execution accuracy for several baseline text-to-SQL methods, specifically on the, quote, Light and Snow versions. You can see methods using GPT-4o score quite well on Spider 1.0 and Bird, like over 85% and 55%. But look at Spider 2.0 Light and Snow. The accuracy just collapses. The best overall score on Light is barely 5.68%. It really hammers home the challenge, even for these simplified settings. Okay, so after seeing that performance collapse on the Light versions, this table shows results for the full agentic Spider 2.0 setting. We see different frameworks like AutoEval, Reflection, and the Spider agent paired with various models. Alright, the top score, achieved by Spider agent using O1 Preview, is just 21.36% success rate. It really shows that even when using these agentic approaches, the full complexity of real-world enterprise tasks is a huge hurdle for current systems. So, to understand why the performance is so low, even with agents, this figure breaks down the common errors. Okay, look at this. Erroneous data analysis accounts for over 35% of failures, and wrong schema linking is another big chunk at nearly 28%. Then you have incorrect planning contributing significantly too. Well, it really highlights the specific pain points, like dealing with those huge schemas, planning complex multi-query tasks, and even just using the right SQL dialect functions. So seeing those specific errors really drives home the point. Spider 2.0 presents a significantly tougher, more realistic challenge for text-to-SQL in enterprise settings. Okay, the key takeaway is that even the best current language models and agents really struggle, with success rates way lower than on older benchmarks. Clearly, there's a lot of work ahead. Well, that's all for this AI Research Roundup. Thanks for tuning in.